Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hope you're staying safe and healthy and indoors if necessary. So, today is the day that the Sisters of Parvos update arrives, and I will be out today. I'll be out in about 2-3 hours, and I probably won't be back till later on this evening. So, I'm not going to have time to do anything content related to the new update, but because of Ureli's arrival and her ability, which is basically a K drive that absorbs damage for you, I was looking at my K drives because I used all the current K drives that are available for mastery rank. I've already said in previous videos what I think about the K drives. And I had a bug, or it was kind of a little glitched, where only the same 5 races would show up on the map all the time. So it was kind of difficult to get the Race Ace trophy / achievement to do all 22 K-Drive races on Old Vallis. But I have managed to finally get them done. Thank Christ. Even though the same 5 were turning up in the same areas, the races were going in different directions, so thank God for that, because I was getting annoyed as fuck. So, other than so where is Race Ace up in this motherfucker? There it is, Race Ace. Complete all the K-Drive races in Old Vallis. So got that done, thank Christ. I'm logical stand-in with Venkits, which I think you're going to need to be. Hopefully this update syncs the Deimos trophies with the PlayStation Network. If they don't, then Jesus Christ, we're past the halfway mark of the year and you still haven't fixed it, DE. But let's not get off the track. So, K-driven. Ride 1,000,000 meters on a K-drive. Now, maxing out all 4 K-drives, going through all the races over and over and over again until I got all 22. Only got me to 482,330 meters. Because let's face it, Arcwing is much quicker to use in open world. Titania's Arcwing mode, when you hit her 4, is faster. Gauss is faster. Nova can be faster, so there are a lot more better things to use than a K-drive. But I thought, if I ever get bored, I'm just going to spend a day grinding this out. But what would be the quicker option? So I looked at all the open world areas. So I looked at Fortuna, Plains of Eidolon, and Deimos. Now, in Fortuna, when you start kind of in the center of the map, and you come out facing west. The longest line straight up and straight back you can take is if you quickly, from looking west, you look up north and you just follow straight ahead and you come back down. And if you just go in that straight line back and forth, just one time will get you roughly around I've just put it all down to like the nearest 100, so 3,500 meters you should get. But in doing that, because unlike Plains of Eidolon, where there are barriers around almost all of the map, if you go too far, this can happen. Yeah. So just beware of that. As for Players Eidolon, luckily you can just, the longest line you can do is straight from when you enter the plains and then come back. So going up to the edge of the map from the start and then back to the start. That'll net you roughly around the 3,000 area, so that's not too bad. But because it has, Plains of Eidolon has the barrier around it, you can easily follow that around the entirety of the map and just do laps. And that will net you somewhere around the 7,000 mark, maybe a bit more in terms of meters. But like I said a second ago, the barriers don't go all around the map, because if you go too far out into the water, this can happen. Yeah. So just beware of that. As for Deimos, the longest line you can do from your starting point is roughly around 1,200 meters. So going back and forth from that, you should get about 24, if not 25, depending on getting around obstacles or jumping over obstacles on your K-Drive. But if you do the circuit, if you just go around the entirety of the map, you should net 5,000 plus meters. And you don't have to worry about, if you fall off the edge of the map, will the same thing happen as it did here in Orb Vallis or the Plains of Eidolon. Because if you're just falling off the map, it will respawn you back onto the surface. I tested that theory out, and so Deimos is the safest in terms of not having to abort mission, but doing laps around the Plains of Eidolon nets you more meters per lap. So the safest would be doing laps around Deimos, but the quickest would be doing laps around the Plains of Eidolon if you're going for the K-driven trophy. Now, as it said there, I have 482,330. So in order for me to finish this up and get this trophy, I would need to do roughly around 75 laps around the Plains of Eidolon. Ouch. Ouch with a capital boredom. Jesus Christ. But I still have... The only things I really have left to do in this game, other than what this update's going to bring us, is 3 prime weapons to collect, and then I've got everything prime related in terms of Warframe and weaponry. Steel Path. And max out the focus schools. Other than those 3 things, the only other 2 I would consider being things I still need to do, but meh, I wouldn't really consider them to be actual things to aim at, is like mod farming and arcane farming. And that's it. Other than getting this trophy and what Sisters of Parvus is going to bring us, I've literally just got 3 things left to do. Oh no, sorry, Kuva weapons as well, and we're getting some new Kuva weapons on top of that, so 4 things left to do, other than what this update brings. We better get some more content for the new war sometime this year after this update. Anyway, that's me all done for this morning. I'm gonna chill out for a bit, wait for my missus to finish work, because I'm not working today, it's my day off, and I shall see you